A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello everyone and welcome to A+. My name is Reese.
My name is Elsie.
And today we are talking about a hobby or pastime that I think people played often long ago and sometimes still today. Right, Elsie?
Yeah, puzzles.
Puzzles.
Right? 拼图.
Yeah. So the word puzzle can specifically mean 拼图, but it can also mean just like a challenging kind of game or question.
谜题.
Yeah, but today we're talking about 拼图.
拼图.
Right?
So are you good at playing puzzles?
I'm okay, but my attention span, that's the amount of time I'm able to focus on something, is very, very short.
注意力很短.
Yes. So sometimes I get bored of playing with puzzles.
Okay, and I'm not a patient person. 我没有很有耐心, so I'm not good at it.
Yeah. Well, we can find other things to do.
Yeah.
But today's warm-up question is this. What do you do to exercise your mind outside of school?
你没有在学校里面的时候，你是怎么样训练你的心智呢？
How do you do that?
I play, maybe a video game to exercise my mind.
Yes, I do exactly the same
打电动
thing.
也是可以的，对不对？
Some people say, oh, you waste your time playing video games, but actually I think it's a good exercise
Yeah.
for your brain. It keeps your brain working.
And your fingers.
And your fingers. I have very, very good hand-eye coordination from playing so many
很协
games.
调哈。
Well, let's get into our article for today and learn more about some special kinds of puzzles.
Be smart and have fun with puzzles. Warm-up question. What do you do to exercise your mind outside of school?
Do you love to exercise your mind, but also like peaceful hobbies? Puzzles could be right for you. If you're doing puzzles for the first time, remember these things. 1. Pick the right puzzle. A puzzle should be challenging, but shouldn't give you stress. For new players, a puzzle with 500 pieces is good. Choose one with a clear, bright picture. 2. Put the pieces in groups. First, turn all the pieces up. Then, put the outside edges of the puzzle together. After that, work on one part at a time. If the pieces' colors are close, they might go together. Remember, it's okay to take a break. You can take your time with puzzles.
Word power. Exercise. Exercise. Diana exercises her legs by riding her bike for an hour every day. Diana exercises her legs by riding her bike for an hour every day. Peaceful. Peaceful. Paul had a peaceful day. He sat by the river and read a good book. Paul had a peaceful day. He sat by the river and read a good book. Edge. Edge. There is a nice house on the edge of the lake. There is a nice house on the edge of the lake. Close. Close. My sister and I are close in age, so we play together a lot. My sister and I are close in age, so we play together a lot.
认识字汇
Challenging. Stress.
Okay, so today's article begins by saying, do you love to exercise your mind, but also like peaceful hobbies? So that's kind of like the question that we discussed at the beginning of the program. So a peaceful hobby. Well, there are many different kinds of peaceful hobbies, and I love playing video games. But what does it mean to exercise your brain? We talked a bit about it earlier. Well, exercise means to do something that makes your body work in a way that makes it stronger and healthier. So you can also exercise your mind or your brain by learning and doing mental tasks. They also mentioned peaceful hobbies in the article. A hobby is something you do in your spare time, but what's peaceful? Well,
peaceful.
It's an adjective, right?
Yeah.
And it means calm, quiet, and safe. I think Elsie will tell you a bit more about this word.
Right, so let's take a look. 在讲 peaceful 之前呢，我们先来看 exercise 这个字哦。它在文章里面当动词用，代表活动、运动，或是锻炼你的身体或心智。那文章说到的 exercise your mind 代表就是锻炼你的心智这件事情。那这边再给同学们例句哦。For example, what do you like to do in your free time? I like to exercise in my free time. 我在我闲暇时候呢，喜欢运动。这里就是身体上面的运动。那我们也可以说 I like to work out in my free time. 用 workout 也是可以当做运动的哦。那 exercise 还可以当做名词使用，也是运动。I should do more exercise. 我应该做更多的运动。那当名词用的时候，它还可以当做练习题。For example, there are a lot of exercises in this math workbook. 这本数学习作里面有很多的练习题。那课文例句给我们什么呢？课文例句说 Diana exercises her legs by riding her bike for an hour every day. Diana 每天呢骑1个小时的脚踏车锻炼她的腿。
Well, I could really take a lesson from this article because I should be doing more exercise. I eat way too much oily food because the night market food in Taiwan is so good.
夜市小吃很好吃吧
Got that jiaji and that bubble milk tea.
Ooh.
It's making my
Perfect
belly...
combination. 炸鸡跟 bubble milk tea.
Right, so tasty but so bad for my body.
Maybe you can have a peaceful day by exercising on that day.
Peaceful. Why don't you tell us more about
所以运
that?
动也许可以带来那一天的平静。我们先看看 peaceful 这个字。peaceful 这个形容词呢，代表平静的、宁静的。那它是由 peace 这个名词和平加上 ful 这个字尾组成的形容词。那我们可以用 peaceful 搭配像是 a peaceful day 和平的一天、宁静的一天 a peaceful morning 宁静的早晨、和平的早晨 a peaceful protest 和平的抗议、和平的抗争，或者是 a peaceful place 一个让你能够感到宁静的地方。那课文例句说呢 Paul had a peaceful day. He sat by the river and read a good book. Paul 度过了宁静的一天，他坐在河边，并且读了一本好书。好啦，所以这篇文章问到，你喜欢锻炼心智，也喜欢平静的嗜好吗？ I like both.
Yeah, me too.
What about you? You too?
I like both too. Like a peaceful hobby is sometimes good for, you know, helping you relax and de-stressing if you've had a hard day at work. And sometimes I find that physical exercise can also be kind of peaceful. You know, if I'm out jogging in the street or cycling, especially around Taipei, which is a beautiful city to cycle in, I feel very much at peace.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, the article's going to continue here, and it says, puzzles could be right for you if you like peaceful hobbies. If you're doing puzzles for the first time, remember these things. Okay, so it seems like the article's about to tell us a list of things to remember. Puzzles. I do like doing puzzles if it's like a rainy day.
下雨的时候
Yeah.
You stay home doing puzzles.
Yeah, it's kind of a peaceful, fun activity to do, maybe with your friends or your family, or even alone, you know?
Yeah.
You can put on some nice music and just do a puzzle. You're not really stressing your brain too much.
Right, you can have some good alone time.
Yes.
所以文章这边说到呢，拼图也许是个不错的选择。那如果这是你第一次拼图，你要记得以下的事情 Remember these things.
Yes.
What are these things?
Let's find out. The article continues with Number 1, pick the right puzzle. A puzzle should be challenging, but shouldn't give you stress.
True.
Yeah, that's right. If a puzzle is too easy, it might be boring. That's true of anything, like games or things you study in school. The article said the puzzle should be challenging. So challenging means it should be difficult in a way that makes you think about it. It also said it shouldn't make you feel stress. And so stress is something most people feel at some time in their life. I've definitely had it before. It's a negative feeling you get when you have too much pressure or too much work. It can make you feel really sad and can also hurt your body too. Have you felt stressed before?
Yeah, of course, all the time.
Yeah.
我们先看到 challenging 这个形容词哦，它是有挑战性的。困难但是有趣的，那里面有一个名词或是动词 challenge， 它就代表挑战。那另外，刚 Reese 有提到的 stress， 它指的是压力。所以如果你很有压力，你可以说 I'm stressed， 我压力很大，或者是 something is stressful， 这件事令你觉得压力大。好了，那回到文章第一步。我们要选适合的拼图，拼图要富挑战性没有错，但不能给你压力。They can give you stress.
Yeah, I think a puzzle shouldn't be stressful. Anything that you do as a hobby or for fun should be peaceful.
Relaxing.
Yeah. Well, the article continues now and it says, for new players, a puzzle with 500 pieces is good. Choose one with a clear, bright picture. Yeah, 500 pieces isn't too many. A piece, by the way, is just a small part of something. I've done a 2,500 piece puzzle before.
2500篇
Yeah.
Amazing.
It took so long to finish, but to make it a bit easier, the article said the puzzle should have a clear, bright picture. So bright is an adjective that means it has lots of easy to see colors. The opposite of bright is dull, which means the colors are not vibrant, maybe even a little boring.
Right. 那 bright 这个形容词呢，就是颜色鲜明的、颜色鲜艳的。那颜色不鲜明、不鲜艳，我们可以用 dull 这个字 ，D-U-L-L， 或者是如果是很暗的，我们会说 dark。那对新手来说呢，500篇的拼图就够了。那也要记得选清楚颜色鲜明的拼图。
That's right. I think today I'm wearing dull colors, but sometimes when I go out...
I'm wearing bright color.
You're wearing bright colors, yeah, we match. Okay, so the article continues here with number 2. Put the pieces in groups. First, turn all the pieces up. Then, put the outside edges of the puzzle together. Okay, put the outside edges together. That's how I start most of my puzzles.
Nice.
It gives you a good frame to work with. A frame is the outside part of something.
Yeah.
So edge, by the way, is a noun, and the edge of something is also the outside part of an object. I think Elsie will tell you more.
Edge 这个名词呢，代表边或边缘。The outside edges of the puzzle 代表是拼图的外边，就是好像有锯齿状的那个地方。那再来呢，如果你看到The edge of something 代表是某物的边缘。For example, stay away from the edge of the cliff. 不要靠近悬崖的边缘。It's very dangerous. 那如果你看到人当主词，然后说 somebody is on edge， 代表这个人紧张不安。那课文例句给的是呢 There's a nice house on the edge of the lake. 在湖边有一间不错的房屋。第二个步骤，分类这些拼图，把所有的拼图正面朝上，再把外边都放在一起。
Yes, the edge. I like that word. Well, the article continues here and it says, after that, work on one part at a time. If the pieces' colours are close, they might go together. Work on one part at a time. Yes, that's a very, very good idea. Focus on one area, finish it, and then move on. So here the article used the phrase one part at a time. That just means you do one part first, finish that, and then you move on to the second part. Once you've finished that, you move on to the third part. You don't do them all at the same time. You do them one by one by one. We also had the word close here. In this context, it means similar. Right, Elsie?
Yes, you are right. 不过我们在解释 close 之前呢，我们先来 解释一下 at a time， 刚刚瑞斯有提到，它就是一次。So for example, try working on one thing at a time. That will help you focus. 试着一次做一件事，那会帮你专注。那课文这边说到就是一次拼一个部分。If the pieces' colors are close, they might go together. What does close mean? Let's check it out. Close 这边当形容词用，代表相近的。那我们看到 A and B are close， 代表 A 和 B 两者相近，两者关系紧密。For example, his mom and he are very close. They talk about everything. 他妈妈和他关系紧密，什么都能够谈。再来，如果我们看到 A, B close to B， 代表他跟他是很相近的，所以跟上面的意思其实是相同的，只是用法不同。He's close to his mom. They talk about everything. 那我们就是把上一句话换句话说成这样子的形式。那再来呢 close 也可以当做动词，代表关上。For example, close the door 关门， close the window 关窗， close your eyes 关上你的眼睛。那课文例句给的是呢 My sister and I are close in age, so we play together a lot. 我和我姐姐的年龄十分相近，所以我们常常在一起玩耍。好啦，所以呢，如果拼图的颜色相近，它们可能会是拼在一起的。They might go together.
That's right. English is very hard sometimes. We've got like the word close, which means similar to or close to in distance, but then
Or the movement.
Yeah, but then you change the pronunciation very slightly to close, and it means like 关门, right?
Yeah,
Like
so
关门.
close.
Yeah,
这个
close.
是形容词 close 这是动词
And then you've got the clothes that you wear.
衣服 clothes.
Oh, English is hard.
Yeah.
Well, the article's going to continue now, and it says, remember, it's okay to take a break. You can take your time with puzzles. Exactly right. Doing a puzzle should be fun and not stressful, and you can stop whenever you like.
Yeah.
The puzzle will still be there waiting for you unless, and this really did happen to me, your cat jumps on the table and destroys it. I was so upset. So to take a break means to stop working or studying for a little while. I try to take a break every hour when I'm working just to give a few minutes for my brain to rest. Yeah. And take your time was another phrase used in the article. This phrase means do not rush. You can work slowly to make sure you do a good job, but not too slowly. You should take your time with your homework to make sure it's all correct, but don't take your time crossing the road. You should do that quickly and safely.
没错，那我们先回去看到 take a break， 那就是休息一下，休息一会儿。那 take your time 就是慢慢来，不要急。好了，那我们现在先进到 Magic Box 看一下跟 time 相关的片语。
Magic Box。
哎呦，中秋节烤肉也吃了，月饼也吃了，连假也休了，是时候该怎么样啦 ？It's about time to work out， 是该运动的时候啦。可是呢，花妈哦，I am busy all the time， 我总是很忙啊。I don't have free time to exercise， 我没有休闲时间可以运动啦。拜托，光是呢要追剧要看我的欧巴就没时间了，老天怎么可以这样对我啊？哎，大家呢有没有发现呢？花妈我刚刚万谈的西村抱怨的时候呢，有一个字一直讲，没有错呢，就是 time。time 这个字哦，就是时间的意思啦。中文里呢有好多时间相关的字词啊，什么光阴似箭啦、岁月如梭啦。英文里面呢当然也有咯。今天呢就要来补充给大家。首先呢，刚刚看到 it's about time， 后面呢我们加上 to， 再加上原形动词，这个片语呢就表示是时候咯，该做什么事情了。比方说呢，是时候该健身了，或者是呢 it's about time to learn some new phrases， 是时候呢来学一些新的片语咯。另外呢，看到这两个片语呢 all the time、for all time， 就好像啊频率副词 always 一样哦，不停的。一直怎么样，总是怎么样。至于啊，刚刚看到的 free time 自由的时间呢，或者是啊，你可以说这个 spare time， 它呢就表示这个空闲时间。比方说啊，像是这个下班之后、周末啦，都可以是你的 free time。 如果啊你时间太多了，要杀时间，很好玩，就跟中文一样，英文里面呢，你可以直接说 kill time， 把时间呢给杀死，或者是pass the time， 度过时间。She plays games on her phone to pass the time on the MRT。她呢在捷运上玩手机游戏呢来杀时间。或许你跟花妈一样，时间不够了，那呢我们就用这句了 ，run out of time， 时间呢用光了。He ran out of time and didn't finish the paper。他时间不够了，因此呢考卷没有写完。还有呢2个很简单的，都是介系词加上 time。首先呢是 on time，on time 就是准时。至于呢 in time 则是及时正好赶上的意思。像是呢这个超级英雄片里面，好像快输给坏人了。此时呢 she arrives just in time， 正好赶上了。好吧 ，time's up。今天呢，时间已经用完，时间已经到了。If you practice every day, you will be an English master in no time。每天练习的话呢 ，in no time， 马上你就是英文大师啦。
好啦，记得休息一下是 OK 的，你可以慢慢拼图。
That's right.
Take your time.
Take a time and take a break when you need to. Don't stress out your brain. Okay, well, I think that's the end of the article today. We've learned about some different kinds of puzzles and maybe how's the best way to approach doing a puzzle. But for now, let's go over to our review activity. I think we can have some fun.
Yep.
Review time.
Okay, so today's review time activity is one of my favorite games. I've played this with pretty much every class that I've ever taught.
What is it?
It's called 20 Questions.
20个问题。
Yes, and it's a really simple game. Elsie is going to think of a word. It's going to be a concrete noun. So that means that it's a real thing.
名词。
Like a table or a chair. And then I'm going to ask Elsie questions. But Elsie can only reply yes or no to my question.
我只能说 yes or no.
That's right. And I have 20 questions to try and figure out what this thing is.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to ask you my first question.
Okay.
Is this thing made of metal?
是不是金属做的？No.
Is it something everybody has in their house?
每个人都有吗？No.
Is it something related to games?
是不是跟游戏相关 ？Yes.
Ooh, okay. Is it something that you play with?
你可以玩的 Yes.
Okay, cool. Is it something small?
小的 No.
Okay. Is it something made of many pieces?
很多块 Yes.
Okay. Is it something that requires electricity to use?
要不要电 No.
Okay. Is it something made of paper or cardboard?
纸或这个纸板 Yes.
I think I know what this might be. Is it something that when you use it or do it, it might feel quite peaceful?
可能执行起来会觉得很平静 Yes.
I think I'm going to get this in just 10 questions. Is it a puzzle?
It is puzzle Yes.
I'm so good at this.
拼图
Cool. Well, this is a great game that you can play with your friends. You can think of a word and have your friends ask you questions and see who can guess the word in the least amount of questions. But for now, we're going to end our article here today. You can join us tomorrow when we're going to learn more about different types of puzzles that you can make.
Be smart and have fun with puzzles. Warm-up question. What do you do to exercise your mind outside of school?
Do you love to exercise your mind, but also like peaceful hobbies? Puzzles could be right for you. If you're doing puzzles for the first time, remember these things. 1. Pick the right puzzle. A puzzle should be challenging, but shouldn't give you stress. For new players, a puzzle with 500 pieces is good. Choose one with a clear, bright picture. 2. Put the pieces in groups. First, turn all the pieces up. Then, put the outside edges of the puzzle together. After that, work on one part at a time. If the pieces' colors are close, they might go together. Remember, it's okay to take a break. You can take your time with puzzles.
Word power.
Exercise. Exercise. Diana exercises her legs by riding her bike for an hour every day. Diana exercises her legs by riding her bike for an hour every day. Peaceful. Peaceful. Paul had a peaceful day. He sat by the river and read a good book. Paul had a peaceful day. He sat by the river and read a good book. Edge. Edge. There is a nice house on the edge of the lake. There is a nice house on the edge of the lake. Close. Close. My sister and I are close in age, so we play together a lot. My sister and I are close in age, so we play together a lot.
认识字汇
Challenging. Stress.